Started 10 years ago with one employee in one small room, Jagdhan International is today a global phenomenon. The vision behind this mission has been of first-generation entrepreneur Akhilesh Gupta. Armed with the power of his idea, he started the company exporting hand-painted leather items to global markets. But getting his first customer was not easy.
I practically contacted every embassy in India, and I contacted all the branches of Indian embassy abroad, requested them for the list of importers from outside embassies, and started writing to practically every information I have, write to them that I have started this, I am doing this, started sending photographs, letters, and waiting for their response. Out of 1000 letters, I get reply of one letter. I was desperate to execute one order, first order, and this buyer gave me a very competitive price, which I agreed, and this is how I got the first order.
Jagdhan International has come a long way since then. Today it is one of the leading manufacturers and exporters of fashion accessories and home furnishing products. The unique craftsmanship by a motivated team of artisans has ensured delivery of the best array of hand-painted leather goods to all its clients. Over time, Jagdhan International has also been able to carve a niche for itself in the product customization space, a strategic innovation that has taken the company forward by leaps and bounds.
Normally when we talk of leather industry, we talk of one color leather, which is soft leather, we normally call it. But we are talking of this hand-painted niche market. It is slightly different, though it is a natural leather, but the process is slightly different right from the trendy stage. In our concept, we try to create motifs on the leather. The psychology is we don't produce and try to sell our things, we produce things which customers like.
Today, Jagdhan International does sales worth over 8 crore rupees a year and employs 150 skilled workers. The growth has been steep for Akhilesh Gupta, but fraught with long battles of uncertainties and disillusionment. But an entrepreneur worth his salt, Gupta kept going from strength to strength, despite a mammoth like China capturing the world's leather market.
China is becoming costlier day by day, maybe because of their labor or because of their other policies. India and also China is a mass producer. If a buyer comes from Europe and he wants, say, only 500 pieces of a particular model, particular style, and he wants to add something of its own in those 500 pieces, maybe China exporter will not entertain this buyer. But when he comes to India, they are buyer specific. They can even produce 200 pieces of a particular specific, buyer specific things for the buyer.
The idea of creating a niche product in the leather segment has brought Jagdhan International huge demands from the overseas market. However, Kolkata's skilled labour shortage initially kept him from meeting that demand. But Akhilesh Gupta turned that threat into an opportunity. He found the solution in the local community where his factories operate by offering employment to village women who could work from the comforts of their homes.
This is a unique concept. In other sense, this concept gives lots of labor opportunity to lots of people. For producing one simple bag, there could be 10 hands involved. So at present also we have so many clusters spread across villages where the person comes to the exporter, he takes the upper and goes back to the village and distribute that to the cluster for painting. So it's a employment generation thing also, our kind of this leather.
Many enterprises from the leather cluster of Kolkata face challenges on the infrastructure front. Although some companies have the money to afford high-tech modern machinery, there are many others who don't.
Individual exporter, it is difficult for him to hire a foreign designer or to update himself. But if you have a ready center, common facility center for the cluster as a whole, that could be of great help.
The Indian Leather Products Association has created the ILPA Infrastructure Development Foundation called FREIA. It is an ultra-modern design studio cum training center which offers professional services to all SMEs in the leather clusters across India.
We have about 93 members, exporter members, as well as about 23 artisan members. We provide them with design support. That means, in other words, we are providing designs, we are providing patterns, we are providing prototypes to them. We provide technical consultancy, we provide help as far as production methodology is concerned. We provide layouts for factories, and we are also conducting training programs for floor level workers as well as merchandiser level people. FREIA is a not-for-profit organization, but yet it needs to be self-sustaining. To keep the operations going, I mean, of course there is a nominal charge for the facilities and the services that we provide, but if at all there is a shortfall, it is met by the industry and other organizations.
Kolkata is the breeding ground for entrepreneurs in the leather sector. It has the necessary infrastructure and the relevant